Right, this might be better. All right, just making sure everything was all right. Huh. That was different. That was weird. We back up and running now. I switched over to 5G and looks like everything is okay now. See, that's the beauty about nobody really watching your live streams like that. You can mess up like that and fix these little things so you know ahead of time. But we're all good. I actually switched over to the 5G, and now it looks like everything is running pretty smooth. So never had to do that before, but I guess now my computer has to run off the 5G network here in my home. So just learn something new all the time. Learn something new all of the time. You should be learning something new anyway. All right, make sure everything looks okay now. Yep. Signal's good. Signal's good. Hope everybody's doing all right. Down just a little bit. We don't need all that gain on there. All right, y'all. For the people, if you do come through, man, let me know how you doing. Make sure everybody you got anything good going on. What do you got planned? What do you have in store for yourself for 2024? What do you have planned to do? What's something that you want to do that you didn't get to do in 2023, or you were holding yourself back from doing in 2023 that you really want to do in 2024? You guys let me know. What do you guys have planned? Got some stuff going on. Everybody should have something going on. 'Cause this is the thing. Time goes by so quick. Time goes by so fast. A day turns into a week, and a week turns into a month, and then a month seems like it turns into years. It seems like just yesterday my oldest was a newborn baby, and she's 16, about to be 17, on the cusp of adulthood. And it seems like those times and that time just went by in the blink of an eye. And I want you guys to know that time does go by fast. Time waits for no one, no man, no woman, nobody. And you don't want to look back on your life and think and feel like you should have did something that you didn't want to do, but you didn't do it because somebody else told you that you weren't good enough to do it. Somebody told you that you didn't have the capacity to do something. You weren't that good. You didn't look a certain way. You weren't a certain weight. You weren't a certain height. And all these negative things that hold you back. I don't want you guys to look at that, because I know it's a lot easier to give in to the negative feedback than it is the positive feedback. You see that every day, even in YouTube, even in different platforms. You see that every day. The negative attention gets the most attention. The negative things get the most has the most power, it seems like sometimes. But that's the way the world is built. But that does not mean that you have to feed into the negativity. That does not mean that the people that are talking to you and being positive to you, feeding you that positive energy and those positive affirmations, does not mean you don't want to listen to those people, or you shouldn't listen to those people. Because a lot of the times those positive things, those positive affirmations, those positive messages are the best for you, are the things that will catapult you. And those are the things that will set you on a journey in life that you didn't even know you could do or be capable of. You could do, So we gotta for one, we gotta implement, positivity. We gotta implement the positive feedback and the positive affirmation for each other. We have to continue to press and live in those positivity and those positive things. We have to continue to live in that, continue to strive to go forward, continue to unify with each other, and continue to be the best we can be, man. And I know it's not easy. I know it's not always hard, always the easiest thing to do. And I know that you have people all over, friends and family telling you, that this isn't what I believe you should do. You have people telling you that. You have people telling you that, that wouldn't be me, or that couldn't be me doing a certain thing. And it begins to wear on you sometimes. All of us. And if people tell you they don't, and that doesn't, and that negativity doesn't get them down, sometimes they're lying to you. So I want you guys to continue to be positive, to stay, just continue to stay on the path that you're set on, and I know the end of 2023 going into in this new year, 2024, was difficult, and it will continue to be difficult. That's something that I want you guys to all remember, that, we're going to have, days and weeks that will seem easy, just like all the time. But then we will have hard times, and we will continue to have hard times, because those times are the times that mold us. Those are the times that forge us into the people that we need to be. And we cannot run away from the hard decisions. We can't run away from the hard things. We can't run away from any of those things that we feel like will stress us out, because those are the things that turns us into the warriors. Those are the things that will continue to sculpt us and make us living testimonies for the other people that are around us. So to go through life thinking that you're going to somehow get away from those hard things and those hard challenges and those hard times is a delusion. So I want you guys to embrace the hard times. I know it's not always easy. I know it's downright crippling sometimes to have to live in that. But at the end of the day, when you come out through the fire, when you come out through those storms, you're going to be a much better person. You're going to be a stronger person. You're going to look back and cannot believe that you made it through the things that you made it through, and you're going to be able to help somebody else, because that's the main thing. None of this stuff is going to go with us when we pass on. None of the stuff that we get, none of the wealth that we amass, none of it will stay with us. The only thing that matters is the legacy, the people that you leave behind, to teach what you taught them to other people, and the words you say, and the light that you give to those other people are the things that continue to spread on. Your legacy spreads on. You can't take none of the other stuff with you, and I want you guys to remember that. The very words that you say are powerful to somebody. The very words that you give somebody, the positive words that you give to somebody, will be the very words that stop somebody from taking themselves out of this world. And I want you guys to remember that. I want you guys to know that each and every one of you guys are powerful. Each and every one of you guys has so much to give to the planet, to the world. And I want you guys to understand that no matter what somebody says negative about you, no matter what they drill into you, the negative things that they project on you, I want you guys to block those things off. I want you guys to use the armor that you were blessed with to repel those things off of you, off of you. And for you guys to, each and every one of you guys, to know that you are loved, that people want you around, people need you around, people, each and every one of our missions and our paths and our voices in life are different. And the words and the things that you have to give to somebody is priceless. None of the, that's what really matters. What can you do to help? What can you do to lift somebody up? What can you do to make somebody life just a little bit easier, to ease their burdens? What can you do for those people? What can you do to make that person's life that much better? And that's what we're here for. And if you stay with that mind of wanting to help, of wanting to be a person of integrity, you're going to go far. You're going to do a lot of things. And we each and every one of you guys, I want you to realize that. I don't want you guys to go to bed in vain and think about, where did the time go? I feel like I wasted so much. And even if we did make those decisions, make those decisions that we felt like we should have made another turn or did something else, though there's so many things that you went through and that you learned that you can take with you. It's never in vain. Yeah, we could have made better decisions. Yes, we could have did this, and we may have came out just a little bit better. But we might have came out a little bit worse. You don't know that, but I do want you guys to understand, as long as you're living, especially if you're middle aged, if you're 30, 40 years old and you felt like you've wasted, your 20s and all of your 30s, no, you're still here. There's no reason to continue to stay in a position that you feel like that you're stuck in, because you're never stuck. You always have the decision to move. Yes, again, to go on. There's so many people out here that slept in their cars. There's so many people out here that didn't eat anything but ramen noodles. There's so many people out here that had to sacrifice to get to the next level. And you might have to sacrifice. You might have to go through a time that doesn't feel as good. You might have to turn off some of those streaming services. You might have to do some of these things that you just don't want to do to propel yourself into the next level. But if your breath is in your body, if you're breathing, if you have the loved ones there around you, you have the ability to make a difference. You have the ability to make a move and do something else in your life, especially if you're feeling like you're just making money, or you're just paying bills and you're not living in your ultimate purpose. There's always time. If you have breath in your body and you are alive, there is always time. It's not over. It's not over. I don't want you guys to feel like your life is over and you're stuck just doing the mundane or being the cog in the machine, because it's so easy. That's what they taught. That's what the school systems taught us to do. The school systems taught us to be cogs in the machine. They teach us from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade how to be a piece in some millionaire's machine. They don't teach you, and they don't let you know that you have the ability, you have the propensity, you have all the tools that you need to be great. Yes, and it might not be somebody else's great, but you have the propensity to be great in your own right. You have the propensity to sell. You have the propensity to be who you want to be and not just make somebody else rich. It's all in you. It's all in what you want to do. They talk about, the migrants here, or if somebody's going to take my job, or they're going to do. No, nobody can do what you can do. Nobody can do what you can do. And this is just a sign of the times that we are no longer going to be able to sit back and do the easiest thing we can do and just pack our bags and go home every day. Now it's time to use the skills that God made you or gave you. It's time to use those skills that he put in you, to use those abilities, those God-given abilities that nobody can take away from you, and use that to make yourself or put yourself into the next part in the next stratosphere in your life. There is no There is no longer that the time that you're going to be able to sit back and with your hands tied behind your back and believe that you're just gonna make it through life. This time is over with. That time is over. Now it's time for you to put that stuff behind you and know that you're gonna have to get back and grind. No, it's not gonna be easy. And no, it shouldn't be for somebody else. You shouldn't be out here grinding so you can give somebody else, some other woman or some other man, the proceeds of that grind, of that hustle. You know, and it's not going to be easy. It's definitely not going to be easy. But you're going to reap it, and you're going to be happy at the end of the day that you went through and put that effort out, the effort to propel yourself into the next level. You know, so many of us are just out here just aimlessly living. We're just out here surviving, you know, living paycheck to paycheck. And I don't care what anybody says, you know, they say, somebody will tell you, well, we just need more money. We just need more money, and then we won't live paycheck to paycheck. But that's not the truth, because it's a lot of us out here that are middle class and upper middle class that are still living out here paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because we just buy more junk with it. We're not living in our purpose. Yes, we're making more money. We're not living in our purpose. Why? Because we're not being good stewards over our money. We just buy more junk. We just put ourselves in more debt. And then we go into the next level. We go into the next level, just spending more and being reckless with the blessings that we do have. That's why we don't make it anywhere. That's why you're not doing this. No, it's not that. It's not. You're not living in your purpose. You're not living the way you need to live in order to make the best. You're not doing and living through your purpose. Because if you're living in your purpose, you would be ecstatic to save that extra money. You just wouldn't feel empty, so you can go buy something else and put yourself in a worse position that you are already in. Yeah, soda was flat. Make sure nobody is in here. I don't see anybody else in here. I hope you guys are doing. It's just 20 minutes in at the top of the hour, 8:20. So I want you guys to really think about that. You know, me myself, I'm not any different than anybody else. I'm just on here wanting to speak my mind, to hopefully reach somebody. Cause I think about this all the time, especially if you know you have something to say, if you know you have, if you know you have a message to give to someone, and you know you have all these things, and especially if you're on YouTube, you feel like you're having to move. Clear that up a little bit. You're having to move mountains to find out the right recipe to reach somebody, and it's not working. It's not working. And if you're not getting anybody in your live streams, you're not getting any views on YouTube. You're not getting what you think you should get. You're not thinking, or you're not believing that the results, the outputs that you're giving, or that you're getting from the input that you're putting in, you feel like you shouldn't even be doing this, because you're not reaping the fruits of your labor. You're not being able to sow anything. You're not able to get anything that you feel like you're putting in. You're putting in all this work, and you feel like you're not getting anybody in here to look at what you're doing, to see the content that you're making, and it makes you feel like, why should I even do this? That's because you're trying to force it. You're trying to force something on people that they don't even really want to see. You know, what do you feel like that you need to put out in the world? Are you a creative? Are you Do you work with your hands? Are you good at baking? Are you good at farming? These things might not be as exciting and glamorous, but those are the things that are putting you ultimately that you can do and you can give to somebody else to help somebody else. And when you're able to help somebody else, they see that, and then you're passionate about that thing, and they'll see you being passionate about that, and then they'll gravitate towards you. And it's no different than I feel the same way. You know, I come out here, I'm doing all these different things, and sometimes it feels like people aren't really here, or they don't really care. No, it's just the fact that I'm making content that you guys don't really want to see, and that's okay. You know, it's either two things you can do. You see that you can give the people what they want to see, or that you can live in your purpose and people can see that you're living in that purpose, and similar people that have similar likes will gravitate to you because of those similar likes. It just is what it is. How long I've been on here today? It's 8:20. Move some stuff around real quick. Just a second. I'm going to make sure some stuff is good on the back end. Then I need to share this live stream. Okay, we're all good now. All right, we're all good, guys. I'm gonna make sure. Let me share this live stream because that's something I don't do enough of. Is sharing my live streams. And you guys can do it for me too. You don't mind. Make sure you share these live streams if you feel like you need a boost. If you feel like you are just needing somebody to know that that there's people out here that feel the same way you do. Make sure that you get on here and share this stuff. Come on, computer. All right, I'm done with that. All right. Guess I didn't like that when I shared the live stream. Anyway, I just want everybody to make the plans that they want to make, regardless of how scared you are, and not be fearful of making it to the next level. Not be fearful of missing out, and not let fear hold you back from being the people that I know you guys can be. All right. What's going on with this thing now? It wants to act up again. All right, we're back. Hold on. About time somebody. How you doing, Bells? I'm rocking the turban for you guys tonight. You know, I felt like that I was feeling real chic. You know, so I felt like I need to get in here with a little turban on, give you guys something else to look at. So I appreciate it, Bells. I appreciate you coming through here tonight. Anything on your mind? Anything on your mind that you need to say tonight that you need people to understand? Because your thoughts are important too. Feel free to let anybody know what you're feeling. Because pop this out. All right, we all good. Had to get that chat screen back out. Let's let them know. I'm not finna play with you. Yeah, we need to. People, we need to start off. We need to start off Monday good. Going into Monday, we need to get out of this Sunday. Going into Monday, knowing we're going to be good. We're going to be great, and I can't do this without you guys. So, if you got anything on your mind, please let us know. If you got anything that you feel like somebody needs to hear, anything at all, feel free to let the people know. Make sure you tell it. Make sure you tell it. Yeah, but if you don't tell it, or if you don't say anything else, I'm finna get off here tonight. Cause I could be watching TV because I don't even know what I'll be doing anyway. I just get on here because I need to get on here. You guys gotta need to interact. You said you're not doing too much watching kids play. Hey, but yeah. It's okay to not it's okay to not be doing that much. But I want to know, what do you feel like somebody needs to hear? That's what I want to know. I want to know what you think somebody out there needs to hear. What do they need to hear? Okay, that's better. For some reason, that thing don't like. This thing is, you have to stretch everything out, but it's all good. Just the normal P's. But yeah, there's something out there that you got, because I know you got that word. And that's why I'm asking, because I know you got that word, and it's okay. Look, if you don't tell me what's going on, I'm finna get out. I'm finna get off of here. All right.
A bullshit?
Yeah, that's what we gonna say. We gonna say to that. That's what we gonna say to that anxiety, and to the anxiety. See, I'm not a clinical professional, but what I do know is anxiety, depression, and everything in between is real and it's horrible. And like Bill said, if you're suffering from any of that, know that you're not alone. Know that there are places and people that you can seek out that have your back, and know that there are always people that are here to listen to you, and to know that you're not alone. But sometimes if you're not there, people don't see you, they won't notice you, and sometimes they won't even know you have that stuff going on. So first thing you need to do is really don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to know that you're not alone in any of this, because at the end of the day, this is all just, for our education or entertainment. This is, we are real people, but at the end of the day, when the cameras go off and people go about their lives, that's just that. They're just in that bubble, and sometimes they think that they're by themselves. And even though I'm not a clinical professional, I have studied enough to know that these things are real, and people suffer in silence every day, and they don't think that they are either worthy of having that discussion, or they don't feel like they need to burden anybody with that discussion. But know that if you're suffering, that you are not alone. We understand that your anxiety is real, and you're going to beat this, and you're going to beat it, and you're going to overcome, and the people around you are going to see that, and you are going to live to tell each and every one of those people how you overcame, and you're going to be able to be an uplift to each and every one of the people that are struggling. See, that's why we need each and every one of you guys here. We need you guys to be able to understand that you aren't alone, that you have people and you have purpose for being here, no matter what. Those things will be conquered. Not only can they be conquered, they will be conquered, because I know it. I know it's going to be there. I know it's going. We're going to be here to help you conquer it. You're going to be better than you were the day before, and you're going to look back on this and know that when I said you have people that's going to be here for you, that's the truth. And you're going to remember what you went through, and you're going to be able to remember how to help somebody get through it and make it through. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And that's what I said last time. The enemy wants you to know that you are wants you to believe that you are just some insignificant, that you are riddled with fear, in that you can't do anything, and your anxiety is going to be the bane of your existence. And because you have that anxiety, because you have that depression, you shouldn't be out here doing anything. You aren't good enough to do anything, and you should just wither and stay in the place that you are. And the enemy wants to tell you that, because he knows that if you get out of that, if you break through, and if you continue to push on, you're going to help somebody else, and that's just one less person, one less soul. That's just one less being that he's going to be able to affect and take away. So I want you guys to know that you are stronger than that. We can do all of these things. We don't have to be riddled with fear, because that fear is not real. God didn't put that on you to be fearful. Like I said in my last live stream, yes, danger is real, But that fear is not. That fear of the unknown, that fear of what you think is going to happen is not real, and that is not of God to make you feel that way. That is there. That is put there for you to not do things. That is put there for you to continue to stay stagnant. That's there for you to continue to put yourself in this box in the corner, and for you to not feel like you're good enough, so you can't make it to be a blessing in somebody else's life. And that is not going to. We're not going to stay in that anymore in 2024. Make sure I got everything here. Yes, I forgot to say that. And yes, we can do hard things. We can do hard things. Let me get that back up there because my computer didn't like that. Yes, we can do hard things. And I think that might be. Make sure that isn't everything. What the heck did I do too? Hold on. My bad. Oops, I made a bad. I made a boo boo. Hold on. God, this thing is driving me nuts. Y'all won't even let me do anything with the chat. This is drive me crazy. What's up in the chat, Bells? What? This thing is driving me crazy. Thank you. You and every. Anyway, my bad. My bad. I think I placed Bells in timeout. But now it's crazy because now my keyboard won't do anything. right, I'm gonna fix it. It should be good now. Try one more thing, get this right. It's all crazy. I'm gonna take you out of timeout. Hopefully, if I get this computer to work. My bad, but I'm gonna get out of here. I'm done for the evening. Hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys, if you hear this, I want to make sure that I do the best I can do in 2024 and here on out. I want to make sure that I'm the first, but not the last millionaire in my family. And I want to make sure that each and every one of you guys do the best that you can do and be the best you can be. And that's what we should be here to do. It's enough negativity. How about we live and spread some positivity? So I'm going to be good. I'm going to spend the rest of my evening with my family. I hope you guys are doing well the same. Any topic that you ever want to talk about, make sure you get into. Send me a message. It's okay. Send me a message so we know, we can stay on the same topics. That way I'm talking about stuff you guys want to talk about, and that's not just talking about the stuff I want to talk about. Until next time, everybody, I'll see you later.